I just came back from Spain and just decided I'm going to write The Dream Manager. And then Pat offered to write the foreword, wrote a brilliant foreword, and Pat hooked me up with a publisher to publish it, and it has connected me in so many ways with so many people in business.
Which is effortless. You know, that's the thing in a relationship like this, you just can't help it because you're excited. And I think it's a lot more, for me to be passionate about him, just comes more naturally than being passionate about me. Because I know that I have no vested interest other than the goodness in it. I'm not going to benefit from it in any tangible way.
And that's more satisfying to you.
Oh, absolutely.
All right, so now, for many people, that's kind of a counterintuitive thing, right?
Yeah.
So help me to understand that.
Well,
and let's look at it in a couple different ways. For one thing, one could argue that you're in a competitive space, right? I mean, you both write books. There's only so much shelf space, as anybody who's ever written a book knows. So getting your book visible on the shelf. Well, Pat Lencioni's books are like you've got your own neighborhood in Barnes and Noble. Right, so you've got you compete for shelf space. You compete for speaking budget. You compete for, but that. Not a concern for you.
No, it's very interesting. In fact, I love those moments when it becomes clear. Yesterday we were talking about your book and promoting your book and doing other things, and I was saying like, and by the way, that book is kind of competitive with one of my books, but here's how you need to make it work. I honestly, okay, so I hooked up Matthew with this great conference that I speak at, and they were glad to have Matthew come speak. It really fit well. And he spoke right after me, I think. And so I gave my talk, and then Matthew gave his talk at this conference, and I sat and watched. And then afterward, we left the little speakers room and went out to go sign books. And that's where the audience they kind of come up and say, good job. And I have this distinct memory of walking down this concourse and having people walk right by me to go tell Matthew what a great job he did, and being so glad, and standing there kind of being ignored, but not feeling ignored at all. Being so happy. And like my office would call and say, how did it go? And I'd be like, Matthew did awesome. And this is not something that I do all the time or that I've experienced all the time, just a few times in my life, but there is no greater joy than that.
Right.
Why? I think that I would be lying if I didn't say there were spiritual reasons for that, you know, because I think we're meant to serve others in life, not ourselves. And yet it's more than the intellectualizing of that can be. It's just something that's really wonderful.